for myself.
کاترین، فکر میکنم برای اینکه بخوای با یک فرد مسلمان ازدواج کنی، اونم مسلمان یمنی، باید مسلمان میشدی، درسته؟ آیا رسما مسلمان شده بودی؟
After.
یادت هست که چطور مسلمان شدی؟ یعنی چه کاری کردی بعد اینکه مسلمان بشی؟
No, well, the only thing I was asked to do is read shahada, and that was it. So it wasn't complicated. There was no witnesses. I did this, with my husband at the time. We were walking actually by the seafront in Brighton, and it took 2 minutes, and that was it. I was told I was being Muslim, and at the time, I really didn't understand it very much. I didn't know anything about Islam at all, other than I had to, in order, to have a happy family life and to make my husband happy, and I did it.
آیا همچنان مسلمان هستی؟
Am I Muslim today? Is that the question?
Yes.
No. Well, I'm going to say this. It's not like I changed my mind. I still believe that some of the principles of Islam are universal and true. That will never change. I do not agree with the religious authorities and what they made of Islam, because I do not believe, whether Sunni or Shia, by the way, I do not believe in what they say and how they portray Islam to be and the interpretation that they make of it. I think they sullied a very beautiful message, a universal message, and turn it into something that I found nefarious and violent and hateful.
کاترین، به من میگی که یعنی تو مسلمان شدی و از اسلام خارج شدی، درسته؟
Yes.
چی شد؟ دلیل اصلی چی بود که از اسلام خارج شد؟
Clerics, the religious authorities across the board. I found them despicable.
نترسیدی اون زمان؟ میدونی که در واقع کسی که مسلمان میشه و از اسلام خارج میشه یه حکمی داره در اسلام به نام ارتداد و در واقع بایستی که کشته بشه از دید اسلام. این رو میدونی یا میدونستی قبل از اینکه مسلمان بشی و نمیترسی از این موضوع؟
Yes, I do. I do know about this, and that was one of the reasons why I did it, because I found that if a religion feels the need to blackmail you and threaten your life on the basis of freedom of choice, there's a very profound problem with the religion itself. I don't believe it to be true. If Islam is actually speaking so hatefully about people because they feel that they need to have a journey that is different from other people and not have enough compassion and tolerance to understand that people will do and have to do what they believe to be true and be truly honest with themselves. Why would you want to keep people into your religion if they are not sincere in their belief? Why lying? Why being hypocritical? If you believe that God knows what's in your heart, then he's going to have to accept the freedom of choice that he's given you by virtue of your birth. And I think that clerics do that to hold people hostage to a certain belief system. I do believe to this day that Islam is at its core compassionate and tolerant. And if anyone believes any different, they are not worthy to call themselves clerics or Muslims. You have to be kind to other people and respect their choice, even if you disagree with them, as long as they're not harming anyone. It's only, this is my choice. That has no impact on other people's lives. And I haven't changed as a person. I still believe the same thing that I believe. I just refuse to be associated to a religion who, in my mind, is creating a great deal of harm to other communities on the basis of a sectarianism. I cannot tolerate sectarianism. I cannot tolerate calls for genocide on the basis of ethnicity or religion or anything else. We have to respect one another. For me, this is a value that I'm not willing to, to tamper with. I'm not willing to negotiate.
کاترین، میخوام بپرسم که الان تو چه دینی داری؟ آیا اصلا به دین خاصی بعد از اسلام گرایش پیدا کردی؟ چه دینی داری الان؟ میتونم بپرسم این سوال ازت؟
I'm not a big fan of religion on the basis of what I've explained, is that if a religion, in order to exist, has to reject other people and preach hatred, I refuse. I refuse to abide by those rules. So I'm not following any religion.
کاترین، بیا با هم صادقانه صحبت کنیم. برخی از منتقدین شما میگن که شما در یک مقطعی مقاله‌هایی نوشتید، رفتاری از خودتون داشتید مثل حجاب، مثل سربندی که داشتید و این باعث شد که شما به بدنه قدرت در جمهوری اسلامی نزدیک بشید. بعد از اینکه اطلاعات لازم رو به دست آوردید و روابط رو پیدا کردید، در واقع تغییر کردید و به هر حال به یک در واقع آدم دیگه‌ای تبدیل شدید. شما به این چه جوابی میدید؟
Look, ultimately, people will believe what they want to believe. I can only speak for myself. Quite frankly, I don't really care what people think, because I care about what I do and what I believe, and to be true to myself. Initially, no, I was wearing the headscarf. First of all, when you go to Iran, you have to wear the headscarf. Let's be honest, or you go to jail. So you don't have a choice. I wrestled my entire life with the headscarf because it's not something that I never felt comfortable with. I did it to comply with people's expectation within the Muslim community. I always defended the right for women to wear the headscarf or not, because I don't believe that it defines a person. I think that demanding of women to have this outwardly, symbol of modesty, very hypocritical. I think modesty comes from your behavior, not a headscarf. And so I just very simply decided that I wasn't going to wear it. That then created a massive backlash where I lost a lot of friends because of it. People refused to speak to me. And it kind of proved to me that I was right in doing what I did, because if people only speak to you when you're wearing a headscarf, it's not a true friendship and there's no real respect. And so it was, what I've done was my personal choice. I decided not to wear it anymore. I didn't think, oh, it's going to harm my career, because quite frankly, I didn't care. I'm more interested in doing what I need to do for myself, to be true to myself, and whatever consequences come from that, I will handle it. If people want to see something else in it, thinking that it was a grand manipulation, that's their choice. Like I said, everything that I've done, every step I've made in my career was true at the time to what I believed. I've changed my mind. I'm allowed. And if people can't accept that, it's their problem.
کاترین،